a start of a long and happy journey for them and all of us here, and for the ones who couldn't make it but still sent their best wishes. I'm very happy for Mommy and Mike because they have known and loved each other for a very long time, and I'm looking forward to sharing many more joyful occasions together as a family. Congratulations to both. I love you very much. Cheers.
High five. Ara, you have a hard act to follow. You lost in the cute factor, I'll tell you that.
As evidenced by Nicky's speech, Melissa obviously does a good job in raising her children. First and foremost, on behalf of the Marakian and the Yo-Yo family, we'd like to welcome everybody and thank you for sharing this special day with both Michael as well as Melissa. And we look forward to hopefully having the family grow a little bit more. Michael, please, I can use some nieces and nephews. Michael Marakian, a lot of people know him as Mr. Marakian, which is kind of funny to me. Some people know him as boss, commissioner of sports leagues, volunteer. But throughout my entire life, Michael's always been Little Michael. Please forgive me for that. But one of the stories that reminds me of Little Michael is that as an older cousin, you're supposed to take a role of looking out for your younger cousin. My favorite story, and it really I think kind of defines Michael, goes back about 20 years ago. Sorry, Mom and Dad. My mother and father were at a church function along with Michael's parents, and his cousin Sana, who's a year younger than me, comes to my house and we have a party. My cousin Avi, got you in trouble too now, warned us at about 11:30 that our parents were due to come home. At that point in time, I proceeded to tell everyone, please get out of the house before my parents come home. That did not mean you, Michael. So Sana calls me about a half hour later and she goes, my 13-year-old brother apparently is missing and I need your help finding him. Needless to say, Michael is a very resourceful young lad. Melissa, I'm sure you'll find uses for him later on. After an hour and a half of searching for Michael, we found him inside his father's car, shivering with his arms inside his sleeves because at 13 you get cold after you've had maybe a beer. So the moral of the story is that while Michael and I have shared a number of good times, as well as bad, as well as potentially dangerous times for you, Michael, I do apologize for that, he's always seemed to make it home in one piece. So Melissa, you do and you are marrying a very resilient young man for that matter. And as time has gone on, Michael has gone from being Little Michael to Cousin Michael, to now I think, which is his favorite, or my personal favorite, which is Uncle Michael. So Michael is Uncle Michael to my son Alexander. And I think today's wedding was a good demonstration of two families with deep ties. From Alexander to Rafaela to Romina to Nicky. I think it was a testament to not only the Peruvian element, not only the Armenian element, but when people come from good backgrounds and have passionate families, there always seems to be a fine mix between the two of them. So I ask everyone to raise their glasses. While I'm losing my cousin Michael, I am gaining a sister Melissa. And I wish you two the best and years of health and happiness.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the rest of our evening, we have Grace at this time. So if you can also again focus your attention to the front of the room. We'd like to have our groom's father lead us in grace.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all take a moment to please rise and join me in a traditional Armenian table blessing. Անորհոր եւ որդոր եւ ողջույն ցույց է։ Ճաշակերտում քաղաքի ապստերգուց, որ պատրաստել են մեզ։ Պատրաստել են մեզ ի բարգեւս յուր ամեն։ Party appetite, everybody. Please eat and drink a lot.
Thank you. Mr. Murray.